nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I am told by Kavita ji that you are studying here chapter 10. So, she wanted to see whether I have understood chapter 10 or not. So, I am talking on that chapter. The greatness and beauty of Bhagavad Gita is every chapter is complete in itself, and yet the subsequent chapter is the sprout from the earlier seed. Like first chapter is complete in itself, but from the first chapter, the second chapter comes out. Second chapter is complete in itself. From the second chapter, the third chapter comes out. Third chapter is complete in itself. From the third chapter, the fourth chapter comes out. In the same manner, from the ninth chapter, the 10th chapter will come out. So what is the seed in the ninth chapter from where the 10th chapter has come out? Unless we understand it properly, our studying will be mechanical. It won't help us to dive deep. See, most of the sincere students are sincerely foolish. They expect some kind of jadoo should happen. Remember one principle in life. We have to live our life. We have to die our death. And we have to practice our own spiritual life. Nobody can do it for us. Like I cannot eat food for Kavita. Naji, I am very tired. You take food for me. I will take. I have no problem. But that won't help her. See? Therefore, we should be clear that study must be followed by reflection. Because you are already exposed to Vedanta. The Vedanta practice is Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasan. Shravan, listen. I am using the word listen, not hear. But we are hearing or listening. That's the problem. So we listen. After listening, then reflect on it. Manan. Now to understand the things properly, some calculations. 24 hours a day. 1 hour listening. 22.5 hours reflecting on what we have heard. And in the remaining half an hour, if you can sit quiet, you have done a great favor to yourself. See? Spiritual life is not a part-time profession. We go to Lions Club, we go to Tigers Club, we go to Elephant Club, then we go to Vedanta Club. No. It has to be a full-time preoccupation. See, then only it will definitely help us. So, what we have to understand, the seed for the 10th chapter, which is seen in the 9th chapter. So, Bhagavan says, in the 4th and the 5th verse, 2 verses from the 9th chapter. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina masthani sarvabhutani na chaham teshu avastitaha na cha masthani bhutani pashyame yogamaishwaram bhuta bhrunna cha bhutastaha mamatma bhuta bhavana. From these 2 verses, the 10th and the 11th chapters are born. Both the chapters. See? So, from the 4th verse, the 10th chapter is born. And from the 5th verse, the 11th chapter is born. But we have read so many places, nobody it is told. You have to dig and then find out. So what was said in the 4th verse? See, Maya tatavidam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina Maya avyaktamurtina idam sarvam jagat tatam. I, the formless, support all the forms of the world. See, I, the formless, support all the forms of the world. Tatam means permeation. Like gold is tatam in the ornaments. So without the ornament, the gold ornaments cannot exist. So when it is said, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina, so Jagat, what is Jagat? Jagat is that which is constantly changing. Gacchati iti Jagat. Constantly changing. See? So this constantly changing phenomena of the world is supported by me. And who is this I? Unchanging. I do not change. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. Avyakta murti means form. Avyakta means unmanifest. I am formless. The formless me is supporting all the forms. See? Therefore, what happens then? Therefore, masthani sarva bhutani. All of them are in me. See? Gold says, all the ornaments are supported by me. Therefore, all ornaments are me. See? The ocean says, all the waves are supported by me. Therefore, all the waves are in the ocean. Without the ocean, waves do not have independent existence. But what are the waves? Jagat, constantly changing. So, if this world is constantly changing, and this changing world is existing in me, so are you changing? See how simple it is. Therefore, masthani sarva bhutani, they are all existing in me. Nacha aham teshu avastitaha, but I am not in them. See, contradiction. In our scriptures, wherever we come contradictions, the truth is hidden behind the contradictions. This is the rule. If everything goes goody, everything is going Okay, suddenly something happens. And then we start re-evaluating our life. See? And what will be re-evaluation? All the good things I supported. No, all the bad things that are happening, they are also supported by me. Joy supported by me. Happy Diwali. See? And the misery is also supported by me. We are playing the crackers, but my hand got burned. See how simple it is. Mastani sarvabhutani nachaham teshu astitaha. But I am not in them. Meaning what? Now let us go back to the world. What is the world? World is born, remains and dies. Everything in this world has these three factors. It is born, it remains, it dies. Now if you go to the ocean, ocean is not born, it doesn't grow, it doesn't die. So when the ocean says, all waves are in me, I am formless, but all the waves have the forms. Forms are created, maintained, and they die. But when the waves die, I don't die. I remain the same. See, friends. Therefore, what will be the experience of the ocean? It's a fun to have waves. And if the waves are not there, there is no loss. See? Now bring it back to yourself. Everything is existing in me. What is existing in me? Waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. Waking and dream is because of me. This is in the form of something existing. In the waking experience, everything is bhavatmak, existing. In the deep sleep and samadhi, everything is absent. So both the presence and the absence, they are in me, but I am not in them. So when the waking is over, I continue to be. Then the dream is over, I continue to be. In the absence of these two, that is in deep sleep, I am not absent, I am still there. See? Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadam vyaktamurtina mastani sarvabhutani nachaham teshvavastitaha. Now this particular shloka is brought out exhaustively in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So what Bhagavan says in the 10th chapter? Bhuya eva mahabaho shrudu me paramam vachaha yat teham priyamanaya vakshami hitakamyaya. Bhuya, again. Bhagavan Krishna has already told in the 9th chapter. But he must be knowing that this fellow, whether he has properly understood or not. So again some examples are being given. And again I shall tell you, and therefore Shrunu, see the word. Bhagavan Krishna is talking to Arjun only one to one, and there also he has to say, listen. That means what? He was here and there. See, the challenge and the problem of the speaker to talk to the audience is more difficult than operating a heart operation or a brain operation. Because when you are having a heart or brain operation, the patient must be under full control. Isn't it? Or else, you open the chest, hey, don't do like that, gudgudi ho rahi. You can't. He should be fully available. In the same manner, our problem is, you should be fully available, then I can talk. But when I give example of husband and wife, immediately, I keep on talking. You don't listen. You think about my husband is also like that, Swamiji, how does he know? See? Therefore, Bhuja eva Mahabaho. Mahabaho, you are capable. You can do it. Don't think, Swamiji, it is very difficult. No. Nayam Atma balahine na labhyaha. This is not for the dropouts in life. Many times we have got this notion. Spirituality means an utter failure in the world, then he comes on the spiritual path. Many people have got this notion. I'll tell you my example. In Allahabad it happened many years before. That time I was pretty young. Went to somebody's house for food, Agrawal family. And we are all sitting, and their son, he must have been about 30 or so, huge structure, 6 plus, 4 plus, and standing there like Vivekananda. So we all sat. I told him, hey Mahatma ji, come join. Aap khao. I said, I come for that, I'll eat. So when he said like this, his mother felt bad. Swamiji, see how useless he is. We are fed up of him. He doesn't study, he doesn't go to school, college, he doesn't work, he only eats and bullies me and my husband. And he is so strong, he can lift my husband and throw him out. We don't know what to do. He is good for nothing. Thereafter she said, Swamiji, why don't you take him to your ashram? That day I realized what you people have understanding about spirituality. See, friends. Therefore, Bhuya eva Mahabaho Shudume Paramam Vachaha. I am telling you the ultimate truth. Yatte ham priyamanaya vakshayami hitakamyaya. Now I shall tell you because I love you. See, I come to her place whenever I come here, not for taking food, but because I love her. Now why I love her? Impossible to answer. That love which has a cause is a bargain. That love which does not have a cause is the truth. A boy and a girl, they fall in love. What is the cause? I like her, I like him. See, she is very beautiful, very intelligent, very rich. Therefore I like her. Why do you like him? He is available all the time, freely. I can tell him anything, he does it. Therefore I like him. See? Cause. Now that love, which is based on cause and effect, breaks. Because it was a verb. I love him is a action. But the mother does not love the child because, no. She has love. She doesn't love. She has love. That causeless love, Bhagavan says, Yatte ham priyamanaya. To you, to whom I love. See? Vakshami hitakamyaya. I shall tell you hitakamyaya for your welfare, for your good. Therefore listen. Now Bhagavan says, Name vidu shurganaha prabhavanna maharshayaha aham adihri devanam maharshinam cha sarvasha yo mam ajam anadim cha vetti loka maheshwaram asam mudasa marteshu sarva papai pramuchate. Now I am not known by anybody. Which are those anybody? Suraganaha, all the gods, Maharshayaha, all the rishis, all the devas, etc. They don't know me. Now be attentive. When we study, our understanding must have a 3-level understanding. Now please sit down. First level is at a gross level, body level. Adi Bhautik. Second is Adi Daivik, at the God level or at the functional level. Like the eyes that you see, They are the structural eyes. The vision behind or vision through the eyes is the functional eye. See? Structural is Adi Bhautik, functional is Adi Daivik. Then who is seeing? Are the eyes seeing? No, I am seeing. So the eye is the Adhyatmic. In everything there are 3-layer message hidden in our scriptures. Therefore, he says, Name vidu suruganaha prabhavam na maharshaya me prabhavam na suruganaha viduhu. So who are the devas? Devas are all our faculties. Dyotana devaha, those who illuminate. So eyes, nose, ear, all our faculties, they cannot know me. Like the eyes can see everything and everybody, eyes cannot see themselves. But we get lost. When will I have Bhagwan Darshan? Don't get lost in that. Let him express through us. Otherwise you will get lost. I was sitting, meditation, and then the light came. It became so bright, so bright, so bright that my meditation broke. Now I am worried whether I should sit again or not. Suppose again the light comes and I become confused, then what will happen? Remember one thumb rule. Anything which comes, stays and goes, is the play of mind. 4. Waking, dream, deep sleep, samadhi. They come and go. Waking, intellect, buddhi. Dream, mind, man. Sleep is ahankar. And samadhi is chitta. They come and go. But all are supported by the unchanging factor, which has never come and never gone. See? Therefore, Name vidu suraganaha, because aham adirhi devanam, because I am the cause of everything. Cause of the colors and forms is the vision. A person who doesn't have vision, for him colors and forms don't exist. I am the cause of everything. Cause of the sense organs is the mind. Cause of the mind is the intellect, I. Cause of the I is the life. Cause of the life is the Chaitanya. And Chaitanya is causeless experience. See? So, aham adirhi devanam maharshinam sarvasha aham yo mam ajam anadim cha vetti. And therefore, he who knows me, like what? Ajam, unborn. Now, are we not having this experience? Do we have the experience of our birth? We don't have. We don't have the experience of growth. For the first time, when some girl is addressed by a child, Auntie, what is the time? That girl jumps out of her skin. Don't call me auntie before everybody call Didi. Are Buddha, you are grown up. But we don't have the experience that we are growing. Neither we have the experience of birth, nor that of growing, nor that of death. And ultimate, we do not have the experience of our absence. He who knows me like this, he has understood whole Bhagavad Gita. Yo mam ajam anadim cha vetti loka maheshwaram asamudhasya marteshu. So among the mortals, among all of us, he is asammudaha, he is wise. Meaning what? Others are otherwise. See? Asammudas marteshu sarva papai pramuchyate. And such a wise person is free from all the sins. And what are the sins? The sins are, we have forgotten our divine nature. That is the sin. See, friends. All the spiritual practice is only this much. Discover your own being. If we do not know anything else in this world, doesn't matter. This flower, white flower, what is the name of the flower? I don't know. Does it make any difference? See? Who has drawn that picture? I don't know. Does it make any difference? No. Who am I? If I don't know this, then it makes a difference. See, friends. Therefore, after having told this, then the very foundation of the 10th chapter is brought out. Buddhihi jnanam asammohaha kshama satyam dama shamaha sukham dukkham bhavaha abhavaha bhayam cha abhayam evacha ahimsa samata tushti tapo danam yashaha ayashaha bhavanti bhava bhutana matta eva pratagvidha. I alone express in different ways through different beings. See, when a child is conceived, they call it zygote. Only two seeds have come together. Then it starts multiplying. And thereafter, which cell will become bones, which cell will become the digestive system, all of them are coming from the same source. Here Bhagavan says, all these, which are those buddhi, intellect, jnanam, knowledge, asammohaha, freedom from confusion and delusion, the kshama is forgiveness, satyam, the truth, damaha, control over the sense organs, shamaha, control over the mind, sukham, dukkham, joy and sorrows, bhava, abhava, something is not, bhayam, fear, abhayam, absence of fear, ahimsa, non-violence, samata, equanimity, tushti, contentment, tapaha, the austerities, danam, charity, yashaha is success, ayashaha, failure. All of them are because of me. See, what does it mean? It means every experience can help us to go back to the source. No special experience is required. See, like one or two will take sukham. When there is an experience of joy, we do experience that. When there is the experience of misery, we do experience that. So who are we? We are supporting all the complementary opposites. Joy and absence of joy is misery. In both of them, I am present. Without me, neither the joy nor the sorrows can be established, is it not? See, friends, but what happens? When the joy comes, we become so excited and we forget the proportion. When miseries come, we become so depressed that as if this is the end of our life. Be attentive. If we have to discover this truth, what we have to do? Simplest example, simplest method I will tell you. And I promise you, you will never do it. See my confidence. See. Let there be joy, but let there be no birth of a joyful personality. Let there be misery, let there be no birth of a miserable personality. In simple words, experience without experiencer is God. See? Matta eveti, Bhagavan says, all of them are because of me. See? When the dead body is on the pyre, it doesn't say it's too burning here. No. Everything is supported by me. This is the way. And this principle is told again in 15th chapter by Bhagavan Sri Krishna. This principle is in and through all the chapters, 18 chapters, everywhere. Second chapter, Bhagavan says the same thing. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhayo yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. Sukham dukkham, joy, sorrows, gain, loss, victory, defeat. Take them in equanimity, meaning what? Go through the experience, but do not become the experiencer. When you do not become experiencer, then tato papam na vapsasi. You do not gather sin. What is the sin? Sin is birth of a personality after going through an experience. See? This is the 10th chapter. Isn't it very simple? Therefore, bhavanti bhava bhutana matta eva pratak vidha. Now come to your day-to-day experience. See, it is because of the vision all colors and forms are eliminated. So this statement is made by the vision. I alone support the blue color, the yellow color, the red color. Who is telling? The vision. They are because of me. I am not because of them. Then the mind. Mind says, I support all the sense organs and organs of action. They are because of me. I am not because of them. See? Then the I factor, intellect, tells, I alone support all the modifications of the mind, sense organs, etc. But I am not because of them. Then the life supports. Whether there is waking, dream or deep sleep samadhi, it makes no problem. Life supports all the four experiences. See, friends. And the truth is beyond life. And therefore beyond death. This should be clear in our understanding. In one house I went, there was one patient, coma patient. So after the food, then this is Swamiji, please bless. So we had to do on drama. So I went there, and what can I do with the comatose fellows? So she was like an old lady, dilapidated, and one nurse was looking after her. So I went and talked to the nurse. Hello, how are you? Nice and very good, you are doing good job. But are they paying you properly or not? Till you get the next job, we pray to the Lord that this lady should continue so that you don't get out of job. When I said like this, that very moment the owners, my host came. Immediately, second drama. I took the hand of the dilapidated lady in my hand, put my hand on that. Who will touch her hand? And then I kissed my hand. And then did mantra. Now who can challenge what I am telling? Nothing. Who can challenge? I did nothing. What can I do? And afterwards, everything over. Then on the third day, they met me. Swamiji, that day you came, you blessed our Dadi Ma by your blessings. She survived or she died? If she survives, he has come to kill me. And if she dies, then people die because of my blessings. Then said, Swamiji, we could not see her miseries. She was there for 6 months or more. We were thinking how much she has to suffer in this life. But your prayers have been answered by God and she is relieved from the pain. I told her, look here, you can cheat everybody in this world, but you are cheating yourself the most. How? I said, do you know, a person who is in coma never suffers. A person who has to pay the bills, he suffers every day, 5,000 rupees. No, you can't do anything. All the tubes are here and there. See, friends. Therefore, up to life is the samsara. When we go beyond life and death, jada and chetana, inert and sentient, both are the expressions of the same reality. See, friend, this is what we have to understand. Now take an example to understand this. Fire, if you apply to water, you take a pan, add water in that and put it on fire. What will happen? The water will become hot. Then you take the same fire and apply it to wood. What will happen? There will be both heat and light. Is it that the fire applied to the water was inferior and the fire applied to the wood was superior? No. Why is the difference? Difference is because of the upadhi, the conditioning through which the fire was expressing. Fire can express through water only heat part, not the light part. But in case of the wood, the fire can express both light and heat. If this example is clear, in the same manner, from this inert world, the reality, the Paramatma, the pure existence can express only as existence, no life. The condition is because of this object. But the same reality, when expressing through the beings, it expresses both as existence as well as life. Therefore, behind both jada and chetana, behind both sentient and inert, there is but one reality. This is what Bhagavan says. अहम सर्वस्य प्रभवः मत्तः सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते माम बुधा भाव समन्विताः. Therefore, अहम सर्वस्य प्रभवः. Everything begins from me. Then, mattah sarvam pravartate. Everything is existing in me. And iti matva bhajante mam. Therefore, when we are able to recognize that the whole world is nothing but an expression of the divine. Like all the bulbs are nothing but expression of electricity. All the heaters are nothing but expression of electricity. See? But we are so much lost in the world, we don't come back to our own self. See? How we are lost. All of us have got some kind of obsession, and this obsession has no meaning about colors. See? Somebody likes blue color, somebody likes yellow, somebody likes green. Now what is the logic? See? One day I was in UK and coming from some public place, and opposite me some mother was coming with her daughter. Daughter may be 7 years or so. She saw me in my attire and said to her mother, "Mummy, mummy, that man is put in pink color clothes." See? So that pink color is only for the girls. What logic it is? Now this man is put on blue. Has she become man? No. But we are all obsessed with personal likes and dislikes about everything in this world. These likes and dislikes are covering our wisdom. But if we rise above the likes and dislikes, then we are reaching the substratum. Therefore, for this purpose, the 10th chapter is there. So, aham sarvasya prabhavaha mattaha sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. Buddhaha, the wise people. Wise people look upon the whole world as an expression of the divine. Therefore, name dveshosti na priyaha. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshosti na priyaha. Are we not having the experience with our own body? We love our left hand equally as the right hand. We love our vision equally as much we love our ears or the hearing ability. Everything we love equally because everywhere I am. We are not required to be told. See, friends. And this one is experienced by you mothers. When you look at your child is other than you, but what is your experience? The child is my extension. So the mother sees that herself in the child, therefore her interaction with the child is different. But when the same lady looks at other child, immediately she becomes a philosopher. These days, parents don't take care of their children. See? Therefore, the 10th chapter tells us, first of all, discover the truth in yourself. See, Atmaupamena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna. We all look upon the world as we have looked upon ourselves. Like, I consider myself to be a sannyasi. So for me, what is the world? Sannyasi and non-sannyasi. See? I consider myself to be happy. So what is the world? Happy and married. This is how the world is defined. Only two categories. Those who are happy and those who are married. Yesterday we had a good gathering in their family. So I asked one of them, I said, hey, tell me the difference between these two words. One word is complete. The second word is finished. When to use which word? I always get confused. So they started giving their knowledge. Swamiji, complete means the work is over, and finish means also the work is over. What is the difference? I want to know. We don't know. I say it's very simple. Man is complete. Husband is finished. In the same manner, look upon the world as you look upon ourselves. And if we have discovered ourselves to be divine, from that point of view, whole world is nothing but Paramatma. This is how the wise people are able to be at home with everybody, everywhere, all the time? See? The barrier of the upadhi has to be discarded. Because of this upadhi, one appears many. Appears, doesn't become many. Like the man with the upadhi, conditioning of his father, he becomes a son. Conditioning of the wife, he becomes a husband. Conditioning of the son, he becomes a father. Has he become three ever? Exactly the same way. The real study of Bhagavad Gita should take us back to our divine nature. And that can be attained only samatvam yoga uchyate. And how to practice this samatvam? Our Maha Mantra that I played in the beginning, Dekho, suno, mat bolo. No comment, no evaluation, no suggestion. Because comments by words are the expression of our mind. How important it is that we have to practice. Therefore, iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha macchitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. So such great devotees macchittaha, their mind is on the divine that they are, then madgata pranaha, they are living only expression of the divine, madgata pranaha. Then bodhayanta parasparam, and their discussions are not, where did you get this sari? It is available? Is it a designer's piece? Or what did you see? When I go through the security, particularly here and also in the most of the places. So when I go, they look at my khadao. They are not looking at my credentials with their passport. Then I do tell, this is a designer's piece. Oh really? Where do you get it? I said, no, designer's piece is only for me. Who? I did it, my design. Oh, you can design for me also? No, then it will become two. I can't design. See? Anything we see, we have to comment, we have to get involved. This is how the samsara begins. So, macchita madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam, then kathayantascha mam nityam. And if they have to talk, they talk about the various stories that are available in our literature. Therefore, if you remember, in our Corona festival, I have spoken on Pavan Prasanga. Those of you who have heard. See, the stories of great Mahatmas. We get inspiration from them. We may not get inspiration from the stories of Bhagavan. Possible. And this I learned from children. That is the best experience I had. I was just newly in this field. Young, not knowing much. Now also same. So I was told, go and talk to children as a practice. So I went in Bombay. Bombay children are awfully smart. So I went and all they sat together and say, new fellow has come, let us make fun of him. So I started telling them the story of Dhruva. That was read only, nothing more than that. So when I started telling the story, one child said, Swamiji, I said, yes. We cannot stand on two legs properly. And Dhruva stood on one leg, hands up, and did the japa. It is not our bite. Tell something different. So, all right. Then the second story. Prahlad. How Prahlad was the great devotee of Bhagavan Narayana, another. Yes. My father is not like that. Hiranyakashipu. My father is so good. I don't like this story. Don't tell me that story. Then I thought what to do. I said, let me tell Bhagavan Krishna's story. Then I started. Bhagavan Krishna was so great. By his left hand, small little finger, he lifted that Govardhan mountain and protected everybody. And all of them started laughing. I said, why are you laughing? Swamiji, when we lift a small finger, we go to Susu. The other boy says, if the mountain was lifted by Bhagavan Krishna, what is great about it? He is Bhagavan. They are right. You can't deny them. I said, then what should I tell you? Then they say, tell something what we can accept. Tell something your experience. That day I realized that our experience can match with the experience of the living Mahatmas. They have gone through the same political turmoil. They have gone through the same economic problems. They have gone through all the wars and everything. Same time scale. And yet they evolved. Therefore, my friends, study of the life stories of great Mahatmas inaugurates a possibility that we also can. Is one of the most important things. In one place, I don't remember where, they told me, Swamiji, once you told this thing, and we from that day, when we meet on a particular day, like you meet here on Tuesday, when we meet, we have taken up that. That we tell, now next Saturday, you will come prepared with the life story, life sketch of some Mahatma. And all other people, they sit together and listen about all things about that Mahatma. That gives us a possibility and a confidence that we also can. This is what is meant here, that kathayantasya mam nityam tushyanti charamanti cha. Then you will come to know all the great masters have put on a lot of efforts, but they don't claim anything. About this also one child asked a question. Swamiji, you tell when something bad happens to us, it is because of our bad karma from the last life, prarabdha karma. Yes. But when something good happens, you tell, by God's grace. Why God's grace is brought? I said, hey, you are very intelligent. I'll explain you. We are all expert in blaming others for our problems. So the first spiritual practice is, stop blaming anybody for any problem of your life. Then we are solely, squarely responsible for everything that happens in our life. But I have not done anything to anybody, may not be in this life, but in the last life. Then now you have to suffer for that. So you are responsible. Therefore, when something bad happens in our life, we are responsible for. Okay, then what will be the effect? We will improve upon us. When something good happens, why bring God element? Just to protect us from ourselves. Then arrogance. I did it. No. Success is finally guaranteed, stamped by the divine grace. Otherwise, the arrogance of success is extremely difficult to digest. Friends, failures can be sustained, but perpetual success is very difficult to digest. Arrogance comes. We start looking upon the world as filth because we are not like that. I have worked hard. See, friends, therefore, these two principles are learned from the stories of the great Mahatmas. So, kathayantasya mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. And then, those who are really following me, tushyanti, they are always content. Nothing is lacking in our life. What is due to us, we all have enough. See? Try this. Just spend few moments just like that. No thinking, no planning. This is the trailer of realization. And we remain in this mode 24/7. Be attentive. If we remain in this mode 24/7, you will never have a feeling of guilt in your life. Oh, today I woke up very late, I don't know what is happening. Oh, I did not light the lamp before. Oh. All that guilty feeling will disappear because now you are at peace with yourself. Be attentive. When you are at peace with yourself, you will be alert. These small little mistakes will not happen. Why these small little things happen? Because we are disturbed inside. See? Tushyanti, contentment. Therefore, living at zero complaint level, our Maha Mantra. No complaints. We are complaining about everybody, including God. That is the reason He doesn't listen to us. We pray, oh Lord, it is too hot. No, summer has to be hot. No, do something. He sent the rain. No, rain, there will be rains. It's too much of rains. He sent the cold. Too much of cold. Then what he does, he says, this fellow give him anything, he only complains. When somebody is a perpetual complaint master, his complaints have zero value. Don't complain. Tushyanti, total contentment with whatever we have, and ramanticha, and they are reveling in this world. Mauj mein raho is this. It is not said, mauj karo. Mauj mein raho. And how to live that? Another mantra. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. There cannot be simpler spiritual practice than this. Be 100%. As a result, we will be always fully participating in everything that we do. Or we will be able to fully withdraw from wherever we withdraw fully. But our condition is, एक दिल के टुकड़े हजार हुए, कोई यहाँ गिरा, कोई वहाँ गिरा. Either getting lost in the past memories or trying to solve the non-existing problems of the future. Meaning worrying. If this happened, what will happen? Let it happen, then you decide. See, friends, in this manner, in the 10th chapter, Bhagavan tells us this, that Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite. See, we have buddhi, or our buddhi is in the outer world. How things are good or bad, what should be done, what should not be done. Our buddhi is outside. When Bhagavan gives the buddhi, dadami buddhi yogam tam. When Bhagavan gives us the buddhi, the understanding, our vision changes. And what is the change in the vision? In every event, we are reminded of the divine grace. See? If something good happens and we say God's grace, nothing great. When something wrong happens, in that also, if we are able to recognize the divine grace, then buddhi yoga we have got. Dadami buddhi yogam tam. And by this buddhi yoga only, mam upayanti te, then alone they can merge in me. See? And for that, what is the technique? Simplest technique. 15th chapter, 5th verse. Dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha sanjnaihi. The world is consisting of the complementary opposites. Accept them as they comes. थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, ये जीवन है. That's it. Live cheerfully, happily. Living cheerfully and happily is God realization. Spirituality doesn't mean become abnormal. No. Under all conditions, maintain the equipoise and be happy. And after having told this, then Arjuna asked the question that, oh God, you are really great, great of everything. And then, kindly tell me in more detail, how do I see you everywhere? And then thereafter Bhagavan gives 72 addresses. These are the places I am available. And of all of them, one I will tell you and conclude. See, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Niti Rasmi Jigishitam. I am the planning ability so that I can succeed in the future. That ability to make our future perfectly by living in the present in such a manner that we are the creator of our own future. This ability is me. See, we make our life, we destroy our life. Nobody does that. Here Bhagavan has not said that I am the past culture. Don't get culturally corrupted. Culture, nothing happens there. Live in the present as required, cheerfully and happily. That is important. Otherwise, we become extremely miserable. In this manner, this 10th chapter concludes, Athava bahunayatena kim jnatena tavarjuna vishtabhya mahamidam krishnam ekamshena sthito jagat. Arjuna, how many things shall I tell you? Bahunayatena kim. Then, what will you know? So many things. Know for certain. Vishtabhya aham idam krishnam ekamshena jagat. The whole world is permeated by me, a fraction of me. So see the divinity in this world and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.